everyone! If you are keen on learning more about zero waste or contemplating ongoing zero waste, in today's video, I am featuring one of my inspirations in doing zero waste, my sister Mitchie and her husband Jameson. They have been practicing zero waste successfully for a few years now, and take note, with 3 kids, and the youngest being a baby, younger than Coco. So if they could do it, we can all do it. To learn more about it, keep watching.
Hi, my name is Jameson Jimenez.
I'm Mitchie Jimenez. We've been doing zero waste since late 2007. Zero waste means it's a journey. It's not a hard end goal. Right now, it's almost impossible to do zero, as in zero waste. When you say zero waste lifestyle, that means every day you commit to reducing your waste.
And on top of that, we're trying to reduce waste and preventing as much waste as possible from going to the landfill. We're pursuing a zero waste lifestyle, and we've actually reduced our own waste by maybe 90%. And that remaining 10% goes to either recycling centers or junk shops or people who can reuse and recycle the trash that we make.
For us, I am thinking for my kids, what are they going to enjoy? Are they still going to enjoy the beach like we do? And ngayon pa lang, there's already so much trash. You have how many animals already that are going extinct with all the bad things that we're doing to our environment? What will our kids enjoy? As parents, we're thinking, how are we going to raise our kids well, na they become good citizens? For them, when they grow up, when they're parents themselves, baka because of what we do to our environment, they're not going to be thinking just, which school to send their kids to. Baka mamaya they're thinking, how am I going to protect my kids from the sun? How am I going to make sure that they have food on the table?
Yeah, and I think that's what's important for families, where you start with, what's your why? Why do you want to do this? And that will help you throughout your journey and remind you every day that this is why you're doing this.
First step for us, before I even read about zero waste, was to look at our garbage. Until you really check your garbage, you really don't know what you have. So that was my first step. Then segregate it. There's plastic, there's hard na plastic, glass, tin cans, paper, and then you segregate it. From there, you can check what's the easiest na I can reduce or eliminate. And then I started researching, and then I found Bea Johnson's 5 R's. So one is refuse, that's the easiest. Refuse those things if you know you're gonna be throwing it.
One-time use.
One-time use. Refuse it na. Second is reduce. For the things that you do buy, see if there are other options. That's not in plastic. That's reusable. That's maybe refillable for some. Ready refill. Then you switch to that. Or if you can give it up, better. Third is reuse. If you still have mga hard plastic containers, reuse it until the end of its life. No? Fourth is recycle. Last is hopefully you have what will rot na lang that's left. So leftovers and all that, you don't add it into the landfills because that generates methane. That's also toxic to the environment.
So just to add, I love milk tea, and I always bring my tumbler with my wide mouth straw so I can get the pearl, So I purposely know that I'm going to buy milk tea, I'm going to bring my tumbler and my straw, right? So that's an example. In our bathroom, we use wooden toothbrush. We've switched from plastic toothbrushes, and we're now using wooden toothbrushes, and it's the same. It lasts the same, and it's not harmful. When we go to the grocery, we avoid as much plastic as we can. So we buy all our fish, our meat, chicken. We bring all our reusable containers and ask, the folks in the market to put them in the container. For our kids, we actually most of the time now buy second-hand shoes and clothes as much as we can. Because kids grow so fast and they outgrow the shoes and clothes quickly. Then when we go out, we always eat out a lot. And we have leftovers, or we drop by fast food because the kids want ice cream. So we always carry what we call like a mess kit. So that mess kit includes wooden spoons, metal straws, reusable containers,
even chopsticks,
small plastic cups for ice cream. So everything you can think of that you will need to use when you're in a restaurant, or potentially need to take out food when you're done and have leftovers.
It's also one good thing about going on a zero waste lifestyle. You're doing a zero waste lifestyle. It can save you much time.
And then other things like shampoo. We've stopped using the shampoo bottles and we've switched to shampoo bars. Actually, my shampoo bar lasts me 3 to 4 months for 90 to 120 washes or more. But for you, maybe around 3 months, 90 washes.
At the end of the day, you think about why you're doing it. Kasi when you get to those tough decisions, that's what you're gonna refer to. To be honest, there's a lot of things that are different. And a lot of things that you're not gonna be used to. Sige, for women na maraming mga kikay stuff, there's deodorant na you can buy na refillable. There's refillable na toner for your face, serum, facial cleanser. May mga zero pop-ups and markets now. Not just in Manila. You can go there and get your product refilled. Easy in a way because I know why I'm doing it. So it's easy for me to give up some things. It's easy for me to change some things.
And it becomes a habit.
And it becomes a habit. So it gets easier in time. The challenges like getting alternatives for snacks. Yun ang that's my biggest problem. Snacks for the kids. At the same time, pag mga kids, they want their specific na cookie.
Majority of our plastic trash comes from those snacks and kid stuff. And we have to resort to eco bricks, where we put them in like big soda bottles, and we cut those wrappers into very small pieces, and then put them inside the bottle. And there's a group collecting the plastic solution.
And then there's green ants also
that collect those bottles and reuse them for other purposes.
I would,
but that's a last resort. Kids are very visual, so what we do is we show them videos of turtles that had like a straw in their nose. If you ask her to remember that, and they learn quickly. And what we also do is we do like hands-on cleaning activities. So as simple as going around in our neighborhood, and we call it like a cleanup activity. So we give them gloves, a trash bag to put all the trash, and in like 15 minutes it's full of trash. And they see that, yes, trash doesn't disappear. When they collect it, it accumulates, and they start also to collect that. They start learning,
and I read them
as young as 3 years old.
I read them books also about the environment.
We still enforce in certain areas, like when they go to the market, buy their fish, we bring their usable containers already.
Yung mga ganun na wala masyadong impact sa kanila, that's fine. But there are things na they're still used to. Minsan, I'll see they don't like my detergent, so they'll buy their own detergent na naka-sachet. I had to go back to buying instant coffee because they didn't like my brewed coffee. Our rule: bring your own trash.
Bring home.
Bring home your trash.
So we were watching a movie 2 nights ago, and I really wanted the popcorn and soda.
So your popcorn is fine.
I told Mitchie, we can leave the soda bottle, they'll dispose it properly. He said, no, bring it home. it's the trash you generated. You wanted your soda, bring home the bottle. Just to highlight, we haven't had any trash at home that has gone to the landfill in the last 13 months.
I suggest you look at your trash and see what for you is the easiest to eliminate. And then start from there.
You can start with small items, as simple as like a wooden toothbrush, right? It's the first step. You've replaced a plastic toothbrush with a wooden toothbrush. Baby steps, it's overwhelming if you try that. I wanna pursue a zero waste lifestyle starting tomorrow. It's not possible. You have to really take small steps, baby steps, and eventually those things become routine and habits. And now you're on your way to
Oh yeah,
on the journey.
that's our advice.